Hi, and welcome to A Better You, your one-stop shop for everything self-improvement, self-discovery, and self-care. Today I'm going to be looking forward and setting some goals for 2021. We are officially doing the cliche New Year's resolution, new goals, new me, all of that kind of stuff video. But I thought it was important to do this video and to really set a boundary between 2020 and all the delightful fun 2020 has brought and 2021, which will hopefully be an onwards and upwards type of year. I really hope I don't live to regret saying that. At the start of every year, I like to set myself new goals for both my language learning and just general goals. And what I'm going to do today is just walk you through those goals and the justification behind them. If you are a regular watcher of the channel, and if you're not, please do subscribe right now. But if you are, then you will know that I'm learning 6 languages at the moment. And so I have a different goal for each one of my languages, or several goals for each one of my languages. And that's because they're at such different points in my language learning journey and because they are such different languages to learn. So first in line as my more advanced language is my Turkish learning. By December 2021, I would like to know 45,000 words in Turkish, and I would like to be able to understand fluently with no struggles any YouTube video I would like to watch from a native speaker. I would also like to read another 2 books in Turkish, which I've already bought and have lined up. So watch this space because I will share my thoughts on how I found reading that native content as I move through those books. From a Comanche perspective, I have bought myself a new workbook for the year and I would like to work my way through that workbook throughout the year. I have also bought a native book in Comanche and I would like to work my way through and translate that book through the year. I would also like to make sure that I include a daily Comanche habit, which is to translate the daily lesson from Mondly or my other languages into Comanche. From a French perspective, I currently have around 10,000 words within the LinkU app, and I would like to raise that to 20,000 words by the time the year ends. You may sense a theme here. I would also like to buy myself a French book and read it cover to cover. From a German perspective and from a Dutch perspective, I have very similar goals and I'm at a very similar point in my journey. Whilst I learned German in high school, it didn't come as naturally for me as French did, and whilst I've restarted learning it at the same time as I restarted French, it has taken me a lot longer to get to grips with the language. And so from a German perspective, I'm on about 5,500 words at the moment. And from a Dutch perspective, I'm on around 4,500 words. So for both of those languages, I would like to know 10,000 words by the end of the year. The reason I started learning Dutch is because I actually have a friend who lives just outside of Amsterdam, and I would like to be able, by the end of the year, to have a full conversation with her, however basic that conversation might be in Dutch. And last but not least, my Persian learning. Thus far, I have kept my Persian learning in the Mondly app, and that's because the Mondly app actually sounds out the words. And right now, I am not sure enough of all of the phonics to comfortably sit and read LinkU and be confident that I am reading it correctly. And so this year, my goal for my Persian learning is to make sure I understand every single one of the phonics, make sure that when I'm reading it, I can hear it in my head. My goal is to be able to write the letters comfortably as well. Right now, I can, by and large, see a word that I would recognise. By and large, I can thereabouts recognise the words, but not consistently and not to a very fluent degree. And so I'd really like to get that down by the end of the year. I've also started to move my learning into the LinkU app from a Persian perspective. And in learning those phonics and in getting that goal, I'd like to be able to also learn 5,000 words comfortably within Persian in the LinkU app. And those are my language goals for the year. From a wider perspective, I do believe in having quite rounded goals, and I do believe that the goals need to play into each other, because ultimately my health goals, my work goals, my family goals all need to balance out and they will all kind of get some kind of equal attention. And so when I'm making my language goals, I do try to make my general goals just so that I know how much time I really have for the language goals, and to make sure I keep them in balance so that if I do slip up on some goals, then I have a full view of the goals that I'm trying to keep track of, as opposed to just bullying myself for one set of goals. And so my wider goals for the year are to walk 2,000 miles throughout 2021, which equates thereabouts for me to about 5 million steps. I've recently gained back just a touch of weight, not a lot, but it's Christmas, you know, it's one of those things. And so for the next couple of months, I would like to just lose the 10 pounds that I've put back on. I would like to save enough money to comfortably go on holiday without getting into any debt by August. And somewhat related to that, I would like to pay £10,000 in debt and get ourselves debt-free thereabouts by the end of the year. I would like my family to be happy, healthy, flourishing. I don't really keep set goals for my children because I believe they should really be leading their own lives. So whilst I want them to be happy and I want them to be flourishing and doing as well as they can, the specifics are really down to my kids, and the same would go for my husband, but I would like to be able to support them all with their individual goals and make sure that they're all happy. From my own personal perspective, from a work perspective, I would like to be monetized on YouTube by the end of the year, and I would like to flourish and succeed in the new job that I start in March. And finally, from a house perspective, we bought a fixer-upper, a really fixer-upper a few years ago, and well, a couple of years ago, and I would like to have progressed it this year by the end of the year. So we have currently done all of the bedrooms, but the spare bedroom is just a bit cluttered, so I'd like to get that decluttered. I would like to finish my bathroom, and I do have an upcoming video just on some quick fixes that we've done to our bathroom that are affordable, that you can do in any bathroom, that might help you to give your bathroom a makeover. I'd like to finish our kitchen. Our living room is already done and closed, and I would like to do both of our gardens as well. And that is me, and that is my goals for 2021. I would love to hear what your goals are for 2021 and how you're planning to keep yourself accountable. If you could write that in the comments, that would be really fantastic. It's great to get other people's perspectives on this. If you do have any video requests, please also ask for them in the comments. Please do like the video, please do share it, and we would love it if you would continue on with us in our YouTube journey by subscribing down below. Thank you very much for watching.